Hi, everybody. I'm Leon Thomas, the co host of NRG This Week. Thanks for joining us for NRG This Week. I'm going to be joined by Mike Weiner. We're going to have another great conversation about Network Referral Group. This is NRG This Week. Welcome to another episode of NRG This Week. I'm Leon Thomas. We're going to have a great show. We're going to talk with Mike Weiner and another special guest, an NRG member. Mike, how you doing, Mike? What's happening good?
Hey, Leon, I am doing absolutely awesome. Good morning. How are you this morning?
Mike, everything is outstanding. Give me some really hot stuff that's going on with NRG. What's happening in the next couple weeks that we need to know about?
We got two things coming up. Tonight, we got another episode of the NRG experience. So if you're brand new, you want to check out NRG, get three referrals on the spot, meet the team, understand the culture, come on out to that. It's going to be 7 o'clock Eastern. And we've got a special speaker series. I spoke a week ago. Tomorrow is going to be Freedom Path, and it's a digital dashboard of everything going on in your world, your credit history, your bank accounts in one spot. It's cutting edge technology, and you don't want to miss it. It's going to be 2 o'clock Eastern. I've got two of the top people presenting tomorrow. And if you want to get your hands around your credit, your financial, where you're at, how to raise your credit score, and a lot more, you don't want to miss another episode of the speaker series. That'll be tomorrow at 2 Eastern on my Zoom, Leon.
Now, tomorrow at 2 Eastern. So if folks want to attend that event tomorrow, how do they do it? Where do they go? What do they do?
You know what? You want to go to my Zoom. So just go to zoom.us. And then you're going to go 367-333-9689, 367-333-9689. It's all over Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course the NRG website, nrg.online. But you don't want to miss it tomorrow.
And folks can always call you at your phone number. Watch this. I'm going to say it with my eyes closed. Watch, this will be the time that I screw it up. Watch. 443-756-9656. Did I get it?
What is Leon going to get today? Great job. We've known
Right
each
on.
other over 20 years, so there you go.
Oh, now you let the secret out on how I knew the number. Come on. No, now we got to start all. Oh, no, we won't start all over again.
People want to know that we've been buddies for over 20 years. There's a long story there, and probably not going to get into that today, but you and I go way
No,
back.
that's right. We
We
do.
go way
We
back.
do. We do indeed. Mike, we have a very special guest today. Tell us about our guest.
I'm really excited. Janice Toms with Legal Shield. She is in Maryland. We met a little over 2 years ago. She came out to NRG. She'll tell you her story of ask her how many seconds it took her to join. She's been a big part of NRG, Leon. She is phenomenal at referring great quality people to Mike Weiner and NRG. And I'm really long overdue. We were talking the other day. I'm like, Janice, we got to get you on the Leon Thomas NRG this week. So, without further ado, I'd like to bring Janice aboard with us. Leon,
All right, Janice is coming in. Hey, Janice, how are you?
Good morning, Leon. Good morning, Mike. And I have to say, this is like deja vu all over again. Leon, when I first visited NRG, the first time, there was just a lot of bromance stuff going on. And it was like, all right, I need to break this stuff up. And here, deja vu, the bromance continues. So
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know what this is all about.
Wow. Can I'm gonna ask our producer Kelly, Kelly Johnson, our producer, and Kelly also does voiceovers for the Leon Thomas Group and other organizations. Kelly, in the banners, would you please type in the bromance continues? Because we're that might be the theme now. The bromance continues. Thank you. Thank you, Janice. It's good to have you with us, Janice. Thanks for getting up early to be a part of the show.
I wish I could say that this was something out of the ordinary, but I have a 10-year-old son who wakes up like at the crack of dawn to hop on Roblox. So I don't know for those that have young boys. So when he's up, guess who also is up?
And he hops on what?
Roblox. So it's a computer gaming something or the other. Don't get me to lying, but it's addictive, and they can play with friends or folks in the game something something. But Roblox is his life first thing in the morning, like at 5 o'clock. So
Uh,
my day is halfway done by now.
all right, right on. I'm gonna check that out. So, Janice, tell us about your business. Tell us what you do.
Yes. So, two things as a result of what I do. I help middle income families feel empowered as they navigate everyday life. A lot of people don't realize that life events are actually legal events, but we often check our checkbooks before we check our rights. So, things such as estate planning, getting your wills done, having traffic violations, having children in college that may get into a little trouble. We think of those as life events and we try to handle it on our own, but really they are legal events and you really need an attorney to help you with that. So not only with individuals and families, I actually help small business owners. So oftentimes, how do business owners make legal decisions? They're either going to make a logical or a Google decision. They may use a friend who's a lawyer, or they pay those high hourly rates. As a result of what I do, I connect small business owners with provider law firms in their state so that they can actually get those actual legal decisions made that protects and grows their business.
Oh, nice, nice. Now, how long you been doing that?
So I've been with Legal Shield for 19 years. Before that, I was a practicing attorney and just saw what happened when individuals didn't have legal representation. Oftentimes, their cases, they either got their cases dismissed, which was what my job was, or they would settle for much lower than they could have had they had an attorney advocating for them.
Okay, okay. Now there's two more questions that I'm going to turn over to Mike to talk with you some, and then I'll come back in. So, tell me in regards to Legal Shield. I've heard about it. I've maybe seen an ad or two about it. Tell me how it works. I'm a business owner. How does it work? Give me the kind of the rundown of how I would sign up for it, but then when I need to utilize services, what happens?
Okay, so with Legal Shield, we've actually revolutionized the way that legal services are being provided. So if you think of Netflix, before you would have to go to Blockbuster, and I'm aging myself, where you'd have to drive, go rent a video, bring it back, rewind it. But Netflix revolutionized the way that we watch movies. Same thing with Amazon. Before you would have to go to Walmart or the like to get your groceries or items. Now you just, with the click of a button, those items are being delivered straight to your house. Legal Shield, same concept. So as opposed to having to make a trip to your attorney's office, it's all done in the palm of your hand. So you're able to connect with your attorney by phone, by email, online, and get those services. So making it a lot more easier and affordable. Our services are a subscription-based model. So similar to Netflix, you're paying that low monthly fee. You have access to attorneys for your everyday business needs, whether it's getting that advice and consultation, whether you're thinking of forming an LLC and have questions about that, whether you and your business partner are having a dispute and you need assistance in that realm. You may have a consumer or customer that has tripped and fallen in your establishment and they're getting ready to sue you. So it's great to be able to pick up the phone, have that advice consultation from the attorney, get representation, and it fits within your small business budget.
Okay. Now, I pay a subscription-based fee, but then is that it, or do I pay fees as I go along every time
Right.
I talk to attorney? Do I pay more, or how
Right.
does that work
Right.
financially?
And I'm glad you asked that question because folks will think, oh, I'm paying my $49 a month. I have the world at my fingertips. Yes and no. So 80% of the things that you would need an attorney for are prepaid with your subscription. There are things that will fall under what we call our preferred member discount, where you get a 25% discount off of what the law firm would typically charge for that service. And I love a discount. I don't know how many ladies are out there. We shop on discounts or on clearance. And it's the same concept. Everything is not going to be covered at 100%. I like to liken it to your medical insurance. You're paying that premium every month. It's coming out of your paycheck, or, if you're self-employed, you're paying that. But there's certain things where you go into the doctor, you may have that copay, or you may have a surgery. Yes, your insurance premiums covers the bulk of it, but there may be times where you're going to have to actually pay a little bit more. Same concept. So I always let folks know, don't think that you're going to get everything covered for $49. If you did that, I would be suspect about Legal Shield and, is this a scam? But the majority of things that you as a business owner will need are prepaid with your membership.
Okay, nice. And then somehow you got connected to my friend Mike Weiner, the president and CEO of Network Referral Group, known as NRG. So you got connected to Mike, and Mike, why don't you take it from here and talk to Janice about what happened when you attended a meeting? And Janice, I'd like to get your feedback too on how all of this stuff happened and how you ended up here and all of that stuff. Go ahead, Mike.
And so, Janice, it seems like it was just yesterday, but you came out to a meeting, and I would love you to share when you were there, because my biggest challenge, there's so many networking groups, and there's so many ineffective and effective and all in between. What was going through your mind? And I'd like you to share how many seconds did you know you were going to join NRG? But talk to me a little bit about what was going through your mind in that span, and then why you acted and joined immediately with me after the meeting. Because I think a lot of folks think they know how to network, and you definitely get it. And I'm surprised I haven't had you on the show earlier, but if you would share your first minutes with Mike Weiner and NRG, what was going through your brain?
So definitely, as you mentioned, Mike, I have visited. I belong to other networking groups. Came out, a visitor invited me, and I would say within the first 90 seconds, I was sold. As an attorney, I have to do my due diligence. So anyone that knows me, I've got to do my research. I've got to get some referrals, recommendations. But it was just the energy, and that's a play on words with NRG, Network Referral Group. But really, it's the energy that was in the room, the virtual room. I just felt it. Mike, you preach about law of attraction, and you actually embody it, and that's what I felt. As much as my first visit was free, but you gave me referrals on the spot, and I can't tell you any other group that I belong to that has ever provided me referrals on the spot. My first year with NRG was my best year with Legal Shield, and I've been with Legal Shield 19 years. As a result of the referrals that Mike gave me, others that were at the group gave me, I had my best year ever with Legal Shield, and it actually allowed me to qualify and earn a trip to Los Cabos, Mexico. So my husband and I had what I would call my second honeymoon. Not only that, this year we were in Maui. And again, I just have to say thank you, Mike, for all the referrals that you've provided me. And I'm so grateful that I came across NRG.
No, that's great, Janice. Thank you for sharing that. One of the things that I've absolutely, we've got an organization of over 400 members, but when I think about the people that embody NRG, it's always, in Maryland, you're definitely one of those. I know I've called you I've been at different parties and people have legal issues, and I've called you on the spot. One of the things that really has impressed me about you from the beginning is your ability to refer to other people or connect them to power partners. What's going through your mind when you're sitting at a 60-minute NRG meeting? And a lot of folks are going to be watching this now, in a week, in a month, 6 months, because the cool thing about what Leon does with this, Julie's going to put it on the website. But what's going through your mind when you meet Joe at an NRG meeting and Joe does payroll? What is going through your mind to make that connection? Because we all know people do business with people they know, like, and trust. What does Janice do to start to create that relationship?
Right. So it's all about who can I help? And it's not necessarily what I can get out of the deal. Zig Ziglar has that phrase, it's not a matter of it's people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So that has been my motto over the last few years. Legal Shield may not be their solution, but if I have someone in my mental Rolodex that can help them solve a problem that they may have, or a solution to a problem, I'm going to refer them. And that's what it's about. So the more I give, the more I get. And that's really been my philosophy.
So if someone's sitting with a client in Maryland or Montana or Maine or New York or whatever, and they need Legal Shield, what are some of the samples of that? So what, your ideal client, and you've got an NRG member sitting with them, what are some of the things that they hear from the client that triggers, oh, I need to get Janice with Legal Shield involved?
Right. So, in terms of a business owner, again, they may be looking to incorporate. So, they've been working as a mom and pop shop. They might be a sole proprietor. Their assets are growing, and they realize that they need to have some type of legal protection so that they don't get personally sued. So, they may be just having that conversation. I'm thinking of forming an LLC. Legal Shield helps with those services that's included with your membership. So, again, we're making things affordable for the business owner. The small business owner. They may have employees. The business owner, because they may be small, they may feel that they don't have the money in the budget to provide employee benefits. Legal Shield can actually be offered as an employee benefit, and it doesn't cost the company, the business owner, a dime to offer. And it just makes them an attractive employer. A lot of times employees will come to work, but they're bringing those life situations, those life pressures into the workplace. So they're present, but they're not present because they're dealing with that bankruptcy. They're dealing with that child support issue. So it allows the employee to focus on work because they have their attorneys in the background working on their behalf. And again, that makes them more productive, which at the end of the day, are business owners, our companies, they're interested in the bottom line. So things like that. We have, if you're dealing with clients and customers, you may have someone that's not satisfied with the work you did and they want their money back, or more importantly, they plan on suing you. So again, you don't have to go through making these business and legal decisions on your own. You have that in-house counsel, that retained attorney in your back pocket, and it fits within your budget.
Awesome. Appreciate it. I am going to turn it back over to our host, Leon Thomas.
So, Janice, there's some folks that are going to be watching the show that want to get in touch with you.
Yes.
So, first, tell us which one way they can get in touch with you.
So
we'll put them all up.
Yep. So I am on LinkedIn. It's going to be linkedin.com/in/my name, Janice Tom, one word. You can also call me. I service across the U.S. and in Canada. So my number 240-462-1152, or my email, janicetom1@gmail.com.
And when you contact Janice after you watch this episode of NRG this week, please let her know that you learned about her through NRG and by watching NRG this week. So please make sure that you do that. So, Janice, you and Mike were talking about your first introduction to NRG, and you walked away with referrals, and you won all these trips. Where did you go? Where's one of the places you went on this trip?
Cabos, Mexico, and this year was Maui. So Cabos was last year, Maui was this year. And
Yeah,
it's great. All
yeah,
expense paid for two.
nice, nice. Now you know how. Like, did anyone win the Powerball the other day? By the way, do you guys know, Mike, Janice? Do you know was there a winner in Powerball?
Leon, who has time to be watching the news when we're making money out here?
Well, we're talking. I think last I knew it was $625 billion or something. I don't know. Mike, do you know if anybody won?
And too busy networking.
Come on, guy. It's 11. Listen, I don't know either because I was busy doing something. But here's the point. When folks say, Oh, I just got this money. I just got a raise, or I just won $600 million. They go, yeah, but you got to pay taxes. Like, come on, 625 million, and I pay taxes. Let's just say I end up with 100 million. Okay, great. 625 million. You leave me with 100. Great. So here's my point, Janice. You're going to Maui, huh?
I'm going to Puerto Vallarta next year.
Yeah. Yeah, but think about how long that flight is.
But it was a free flight. It's like turbulence. When it's a free trip, it feels like a massage.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. That's a great one. That's a great one. Yeah. So again, let's put Janice's contact information up there. I want everyone to know how to get in touch with Janice. There's a phone number 240. There's a phone number 240-462-1152. And you can email at janicetom1@gmail.com. And on LinkedIn, search for Janice Tom. There's her LinkedIn link right there and the website. Looking forward to everyone watching the show, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it on a replay. You can get in touch with Janice Tom. Looking forward to you doing that. Mike, let's talk about what we're not supposed to talk about now. Janice, that color of that shirt is, I mean, I know we're dealing with the internet and the computer. Is that purple? Is that a purple shirt?
It is purple. That is the legal shield color.
That's the Ravens color too. You're a
Go
Ravens fan, aren't
Ravens.
you?
Go Ravens.
Yes, yes. Mike said only Ravens fans come on the show for the rest of football season. Is that right, Mike?
I should do that. I really should do that.
You should do it. Yeah.
Janice is
Janice,
a big Ravens fan. Hey, Janice, do you know that Leon had the gall to call me the other day and say that the Browns were going to win by 10 points with a couple minutes to go? And I gave him a little time to stew on it. I text him about an hour and a half after the game, and I go, I'm glad you're wrong, buddy. He's playing like he doesn't remember.
well, that's it for this week at NRG this week. No, I did. I did. Yeah,
Let's talk
I called
football.
and texted him and all that. Yeah.
Janice, who's going to win the Ravens Bucks game? It's Thursday night football. Who's going to win? Is it
No,
Brady or is it Lamar?
The Bucks win by 3.
The Ravens, of course. The Ravens.
Bucks win by 3.
I'm going to make a prediction when the
Okay.
Ravens beat Brady, they're going to the Super Bowl. If we can take down Brady, Brady is 10-1 when he's played a game 3 days after Sunday. Ravens are going to take down Brady and they're going to the Super Bowl, Janice, right?
All right, and you and I are going to be going first class all the way to watch the game.
There you go. Maybe we'll go on the Leon Thomas jet. Maybe he'll loan us the jet, the corporate jet to go.
You pay for the fuel. Yes, I'll loan you the jet.
There had to be a catch, Janice.
It
Had to
has
be a
to
catch.
be. Folks, thanks for watching another episode of NRG this week. That's Janice Tom, our guest for today. Mike Weiner is there, NRG President and CEO. To learn more about NRG, go to nrg.online. And you can always call Mike for information about Network Referral Group. His phone number is 443-756-9656. And I'm Leon Thomas, the president of the Leon Thomas Group. We do podcasts, webcasts, virtual events, and anything connected to that. To learn more about our organization, go to theleonthomasgroup.com or go to our InPhone app site. That's InPhone, inphone.co/LTG. Thanks for watching another edition of NRG This Week. See you next time.